house. So, we got a lot going on here. The Red Sox are making moves. I'll tell you what those moves are. They just acquired a catcher. They've also got enough guys on their 40-man now that will not be in the Rule 5. So, I don't know. I'm ramping up for that season because once Friday comes around and the free agency begins, we're going to be talking some Sox because, well, the Bruins are on a nice little road trip right now. That will begin tomorrow night in Anaheim. So we'll have a show tomorrow, and then we'll kick things off out to Anaheim at 9:30 tomorrow. So we got an hour tonight, Celtics post-game, and then tomorrow we'll get almost a full show. So we'll have that there. There's still Patriot stuff on the board, some other NFL news as well, and again, we'll take you right up until the Celtics. I got a couple of thoughts on them. So phone number is 617-779-0985. You can join us on YouTube as well. Like the fam is sad when we go away for a game. I got to find a place for everyone to hang out once we get off the air there. But you can join us. Just go to youtube.com, search 98.5 The Sports Hub, and you can see us right there. I see Prince Humperdinck already in there, ready to go for tonight. So let's do the opening take, which is presented by Super Service Today, Massachusetts' number one provider for everything. And winter's coming, so don't get caught in the cold. Super Service Today delivers New England's most complete home heating system, the Health and Safety Check, catching problems before they catch you. Stay safe, stay warm. Book now at superservicetoday.com. And, well, the odds are out. We have more odds. But this time, it's not the betting odds. It is actual percentages in chances. The Patriots have the third highest Super Bowl odds of any team, and they're in the playoff predictor, this according to The Athletic. So, if I was to ask you, everyone that is driving in their car or listening on their app or Alexa or whatever, who do you think has the best odds to make the playoffs and win the Super Bowl? Just think about it for a second. Patriots should be up there, right? They should be there. What about the defending champion Eagles? Are they number one? Nope. Colts? No, it's the L.A. Rams. Deservingly so, by the way. I know they squeaked out a win last week, but good teams, that's how they win. They forced 3 turnovers and still almost lost the game on a field goal. But the LA Rams have the highest percentage of making the playoffs. They still only have a 75% chance of winning their division. But winning the Super Bowl, a 16% chance. Coming in second is the Philadelphia Eagles, who we saw just a couple of nights ago. Was it recently? Woof. Not great to watch either on Sunday night. But they have a 14% chance of winning the Super Bowl. And, of course, they'll win their division because the division stinks. Coming in third is the New England Patriots. A 99% chance of making the playoffs. 85% chance of winning the division. Now, this is where I thought it was the highest. They have a 46% chance of a first-round bye. And get this. The Patriots have a 12% chance of winning the Super Bowl. If you told me at the beginning of the year that the Patriots had a 12% chance of winning the Super Bowl, I would have told you you're crazy, because you were. So maybe what they're doing right now is crazy. That's why I'm wondering, are the Patriots good? Is it the schedule? Is it fool's gold? Do people not believe in the quarterback? Because I do. I was a doubter. I told you. I didn't want Mike Vrabel. I didn't want Josh McDaniels. And I thought the roster was weak and thin. So I've been wrong. I told you to go under the win total. Wrong. Right now, I'll tell you, I think they are a good team. There's still some depth issues. Don't get me wrong. Let's see how they do without Milton Williams. What if Hunter Henry goes down? What about Robert Spillane? What happens there? I'm just bringing things up. What if Christian Gonzalez isn't healthy towards the end of the year? There's just a lot there that I still have questions about, but do I think they're a good team? Yes. Do I think their quarterback has elevated them? Yes. But I am curious what others think in the league or in the media. But to see this from The Athletic, top 3, this is beautiful. If you're a Patriots fan, you love this. And, just from someone who's, again, was a doubter all year long, or before the season, I shouldn't say all year long, but before the season, being in the top 3 of Super Bowl chances is excellent. Plus, you're the first in the AFC. Now, the Colts have a 10% chance. The Ravens somehow have a 7% chance, and they're not even in the playoffs right now. Buffalo still hanging around at 7%. Denver, who's the number one seed in the conference, 6%. Seahawks, who lost to the Rams the other night, 6%. The Lions, who lost on Sunday Night Football, 6%. And the Chiefs, who lost, get it? All the losers still have a chance at winning the Super Bowl. So if the Patriots do get that bye, are they now going to get a team in the first round that is a little bottom heavy? And what I mean by that is, could it be Baltimore? Could it be the Chiefs? I'm just throwing those out as first round opponents. But the Patriots have a 98% chance to make the playoffs this year. 4 of their final 6 opponents have losing records except the Buffalo Bills and the Ravens. No team in the NFL has a better record than the 9-2 New England Patriots. So wouldn't you think they're at the top of the list? I guess top 3 is top of the list. I'll do that. Patriots will make the playoffs for the first time since 2021. But will it be hosting its first playoff game at Gillette? That's the big question for me. The Patriots, Broncos, and Colts keep winning. And as things get closer here, how does that first round bye set up in the AFC? I was reading from NBC Sports Boston. Tiebreakers for teams with the same record are 1, head-to-head record, 2, in-conference record. So right now the Broncos own the number 1 seed because they're 6-2 in the AFC, while the Patriots are right behind them at number 2 with a 5-2 record in the AFC. The Colts could easily leapfrog both of them. They own the tiebreaker over the Broncos after beating them in week 2. They have a 6-1 record in the AFC. But the Colts' path is hard. The Broncos, they're on a bye this week. They'll have winnable matchups against Washington and then the Raiders. The Colts, they'll take on the Chiefs and the Seahawks on the road over the next month. But as far as the AFC East goes, Patriots have a game and a half up on the Buffalo Bills. They own the tiebreaker after their win in week 5. Bills, of course, play the Patriots week 15. Could have massive implications. But let's just say the Patriots lose. They could still win the AFC East by taking care of business in all their other games. So they'll have the head-to-head matchup, the second tiebreaker for divisional opponents, and they're currently 3-0 against the rest of the AFC East. While Buffalo, 2-2 after losing to the Patriots and then the Dolphins just a couple of weeks ago. So if the Patriots beat the Jets in week 17 and the Dolphins in week 18 and lose to the Bills, they'd finish 5-1 in the division and have the tiebreaker over Buffalo. So just looking at the remaining schedules here for the Patriots and Buffalo, Pats, of course, have the Bengals this week, the Giants on Monday Night Football, and then a bye. They have the Bills at home, at the Ravens, at the Jets, home against the Dolphins. When you look at the Bills side of it, they're going to get the Texans this week, but without C.J. Stroud. Could they take on the Steelers without Aaron Rodgers with a hand injury? Then they take on the Bengals, which, are they out of it and just rest Joe Burrow for the rest of the year? Then it's Patriots at Browns, Eagles, Jets. If the season ended today, the Broncos would be the bye team. The Patriots would take on the Jaguars. Colts would take on the Chargers. Steelers would take on the Bills, which then would bring up the Chiefs not making the playoffs, which was my early season prediction or preseason prediction. But the Chiefs, Ravens, and Texans are all just one game behind the Jaguars. So I know a lot of people would love to watch a Jaguars-Patriots game at Gillette. It's like a tradition unlike any other, going way back all those years. Going back to 96 for me. But could you see Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson in the wild card round? So I'll just say this. Out of all these odds, if the Patriots made the Super Bowl, I would not be shocked. But the question is, are they a product of the schedule and who they've played? Are they for real? Or is it fool's gold? I think they're a good team. But I also think they need to go 5-1 rest of the way to get that top seed. You don't want to play the Chiefs. You don't want to play Lamar Jackson in the playoffs. You might have to, though. I do want to let you hear some of the audio from Cam Newton, former Patriots quarterback. Tough to say. It's hard for me to get that one off the chest every once in a while. But he had a lot to say regarding the Patriots and Drake May. We'll let you hear that coming up here on the other side. Feel free to call in at 617-779-0985. I do want to touch on a little bit more of the Patriots. There's some Bruins stuff. Again, they're going on the road. And the Red Sox making moves today. And we're taking you up until the Celtics game, which comes up at 7 o'clock. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. On the way on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Atomic Coffee Roasters, a second-generation family business roasting fresh in Peabody. This holiday, give better coffee. Holiday bundles, seasonal roasts, or subscriptions. To unwind, try Atomic Black Coffee Liqueur. Find it statewide or at drinkatomic.com/.
Now, Josh McDaniels may not be a great head coach, but he is a brilliant offensive mind. And he explains the game in a way that it's just, dang. So if the shade's right here and the 3 texts right there, okay, cool, that's over. All right, cool. ID the mic and let's play. You're protected now, all right? The thing that I have a problem with is if you keep playing sorry scrubs, then you're going to have this falsetto of a mentality going into the playoffs, and it has one and done written all over it. Give me the Indianapolis Colts, because the same questions that I have for Indianapolis, or should I say Carly Ursay's Indianapolis Colts, she's doing a damn good job with that.
Facts.
When you talk about them, the same questions still arise when you're talking about the New England Patriots. How will their quarterback perform?
The guy who succeeded Tom Brady in New England. Again, that's Cam Newton, everybody. That's a former player in the league who has clout, right? Guy is always respected. Cam Newton, it was probably one of the reasons why they wanted to bring him in after Brady, because he was respected. Doesn't sound like a lot of respect for Drake May. Now, I don't mean that like negatively, like you didn't attack him personally or anything, but I'm not sure that Cam Newton's a believer. I don't think Cam Newton's a believer in the Patriots at all. He thinks they're, I'm not going to even use the word front runners. Are they fake? Fool's gold? And again, this is a guy that although I like his commentary isn't the most insightful, he is a guy that talks to a lot of people around the league, right? Like he's one of those guys. He's got that type of clout. Let's call it what it is. But former Patriots quarterback, MVP, former MVP, Cam Newton, recently accused the Patriots of having fool's gold written all over them. He mentioned that the Patriots keep playing sorry scrubs. But New England does have the number 2 seed in the AFC and has beaten both the Bills and the Buccaneers on the road. They're 2-1 against teams with winning records, having lost to the Pittsburgh in week 3. So, Skaz, I don't know if you have a thought on this, but the fact that Cam Newton's saying something and calling them scrubs, let me be clear that I do think the Patriots' schedule has been very favorable and easy. And I'm going to compare this to the Celtics from a couple of years ago, Skaz. You remember that one? I don't care what your path is. Win the games. Win the games. Beat everybody in front of you. I mean, isn't that what the Celtics did? They didn't ask to play the Dallas Mavericks in the final. The other teams choked. The Celtics made everyone tap out, remember? Tappa. Well, now the Patriots, after winning 8 games in a row, now they're making other teams tap out. They play the games that are on the schedule. And by the way, may I tell you this? When the Chiefs have won championships, they had 10 wins over teams that were under 500. The Patriots have beaten teams and won championships when teams are under 500. So I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. But will I admit that the schedule is easy? Absolutely. Absolutely it is. But you know what? Now they have a chance to go to the playoffs. Now they have a chance to win the AFC East. Now they have a chance at a first-round bye. Like, that easy schedule has given them this opportunity. So, Skaz, I ask you, do you take anything away from Cam Newton, I guess, taking things away, calling the Patriots fool's gold, and that they keep playing sorry scrubs?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he called them fool's gold. I just think he's saying that it's on the table. I think that's fair. I don't think anything he said is too outlandish. The schedule has been soft, and the Patriots are beating everybody in front of them. The Patriots are one of the best teams in the league, and they also have a soft schedule. Both of those things can be true, and I think they are. Like, that's... I don't really... The schedule talk is what it is. The Patriots didn't make the schedule. They didn't, have Joe Burrow get hurt and Lamar miss games, and the Jets continue to be the Jets, and the Dolphins are a mess this year, and the Bills have taken a step back. Like, I don't hold any of that against the Patriots. They play the games in front of them, and they've been damn good this year. So I think it's a fair question to say, what is Drake May going to look like in the playoffs? We don't know. What's he going to look like if they have to travel to Denver or if the Kansas City Chiefs come here, which is looking less likely. But things like that, I think, are all on the table now. The way he went about saying it, I could see why that would have Patriots fans getting their backs up a little bit. But I think it's a fair question. I don't have any problems with that.
My thing was he didn't give credit to Mike Vrabel or Drake May. He gave credit to Josh McDaniels.
That was your issue with it.
Yes. You know why? Because that's the only guy there he knew. Everyone else that's there, he doesn't know. He doesn't know any of those guys. Like, he's no longer even a Patriot for that matter. Like, he was here 1 year. So I'm not mad about the easy path or anything because it is an easy path. Well, yes. The message that he gave, I found it interesting that the Patriots are frauds based off their schedule. Also, didn't compliment Drake May. He complimented Josh McDaniels. That's what I wrote in my notes. So again, he wants to compliment Josh McDaniels for the success, but they're frauds. That's basically what he said. That's the one guy he knows there.
He's getting pretty good at this media thing, Joe. I'll give him that.
He is good at it. He's got me talking about it. Now, I'm not the schedule. No, I don't care about the schedule at all.
No.
The Patriots are the only team in the league with 9 wins. And quite frankly, one of their losses is horrendous.
Yeah, that Raiders loss gets worse by the week, huh? What a product that was last night.
But are they a better team? Does it look better? Are they better every week? Is Drake May progressing? Is the coaching staff progression? Does Josh McDaniels have his fingertips on it? Yes.
And just before you get blod, Joe, the Broncos have 9 wins. They also have 9 wins.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just looking out for you.
I mentioned that. Now, would you be surprised if the Broncos lost in the first round?
No.
Would you be surprised if the Colts lost in the first round?
No, I think I'd be the Broncos defense and playing in Denver. I think I'd be more surprised if the Broncos got popped in round 1.
Before, though.
Yeah, of course.
They've also popped. Well, when they had Tim Tebow, they popped the Steelers. It's a great day.
Great day.
That was something, man. I was like, man, well, social media wasn't what it was now, but it was big back then. Remember he Tebowed after? Strength of schedule talk. Hey, the Patriots are in it, guys. I think we keep saying this, guys. The season's already a success, right? So I want to see what they can do. But tomorrow night, I'm going to give you the seasons where the Patriots had success against teams that won more than 10 games, and the years that they will face teams with good records beating teams over 500. I'm going to break all that down. I'm going to give you historical data on all of this tomorrow because we work in facts, guys, right? As we work in facts. But I do find it interesting that someone in the media, who's a former player who's still tied in, thinks the Patriots are playing scrubs. Drake May was asked about this. Because did you know that Cam Newton was his childhood hero? And they asked him, hey, did you know he said this? He goes, oh, no. I don't even know what show he's on. He goes. When he was asked about the comments, did you hear what he said? Oh, no, man, I don't even know what show he's on. I think they get paid to make remarks and make certain comments. So I just worry about what people in our organization think and worry about what we think and what my teammates think. People are going to have different opinions. I'm just going to go out on Sunday and worry about ourselves. He's so damn humble and modest. It's like ridiculous. Can you go at him? That's your hero, bro. The conversations around the Patriots this season, though, are a little complicated, would you say? Like, on paper, they're one of the best teams in the league. And I was reading this from Tommy Curran. They have an active 7-game win streak, a plus 86 differential, which is 4th in the NFL, and a perfect 5-0 record, which includes victories over Buffalo and Tampa Bay. And yet, they've often been discounted thanks to a historically easy schedule. 7 of their 11 games to date have been against teams with losing records. And by season's end, they'll have played 11 total games against the 11 worst teams in the NFL. Wow. So is Mike Vrabel's team a legitimate Super Bowl contender? Or are they just beating up on bad football? The power rankings, I already gave them to you. They're number 3 as far as winning the Super Bowl. ESPN staff has them number 3. The Athletic has them. Chad Graff and Josh Kendall have them at 5. Pete Briscoe of CBS has them at 2. Connor Orr of Sports Illustrated has them at 3. Frank Schwab of Yahoo has them as the 6th best team. Deontay Lee of The Ringer, number 8. Not drinking the Patriots Kool-Aid, he says. And his top 7 consists of the Rams, Eagles, Seahawks, Broncos, Colts, Bills, and Lions. He has Buffalo and Detroit ahead of the Pats. Patriots beat the former on the road. And the latter is 2-3 in their last 5 games, and their coach keeps going for it on 4th down. I mean, I'm okay with the rankings. I don't care about rankings right now, but I do think that people out there still wonder if the Patriots are good or if they're feasting on bad teams. I would like to see them feast heavily on the Bengals this weekend. Just to give you this note, I'll do this again tomorrow night too. The Bengals have given up 27 straight points, 27 points or more in 9 straight games. So I said I was going to do this last night. Now I feel like I got to get in there now. I'm going to give you this on the other side. What is the Patriots team total on offense this Sunday? Because if it's 26, 27, I'm hammering it, baby. Because do we get an update on Chase, by the way? I know he was trying to appeal his suspension by saying if he was going to spit on somebody, he would have spit in their face. You know what you do when you're in trouble? Guys, let me give you some advice. Just admit it and beg for forgiveness. Just beg. Hey, man, based off the old rule, this was just a fine. And again, if I was going to do it, I would have spit right in their face is what he says today. Like, that's going to really work out. I think he's missing the game. That's personally what I think. I'm trying to give you that team total right now. Team props. Right now, Patriots team total, 29.5, Skaz. They've been listening. They know. Ooh, if the Patriots drop 30 on the Bengals and win big, they'll get the extra day versus the Giants on Monday Night Football. Oh, woof. Can we get do you think we'll get Jameis, or is Dart back?
I'm hoping for Jameis, but I believe we'll find out tomorrow if that game is still on Monday Night Football.
Oh, really? We don't know yet.
I believe the 12-day rule tomorrow would be 12 days. So just
12-day rule?
That's for them changing games. They have to give teams 12 days notice if a game's going to get flexed.
Oh, where is Jeremy Conley? Right
Kevin Majority was letting me in on that.
Kevin. Oh, yeah,
on
he's
that
there
rule.
Too.
If things are going to change, tomorrow would be the day we find out.
Oh, please.
You want it Sunday at 1:00, Joe? But if that game gets flexed out, you have to have a feeling that Bills or Ravens is getting flexed in.
That means I have to go to work Monday. But that's fine. I love
You're working either way. Just depends on.
Actually, you're right. I'm either working at 11 to 3 a.m. or whatever. See, it's about me, Skez. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, everybody. Wow, we got some college basketball on today, huh? What a game right now.
2 good ones tonight.
We got Michigan State and Kansas. Does anybody else have that in their headlines? Talking about that at 6:34 in drive time in Boston. All right, let's go to the headlines. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines. Presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
Celtics in action tonight to take on Brooklyn. They're 7-7. Pregame at 7 p.m. Bruins begin a road trip in Anaheim tomorrow night. Charlie McAvoy will not make the trip. Anyways, I see intern River back there. What's he working up? I feel like he's working up something.
Just keeping the YouTube running.
Oh, the pizza guy hit me up from last Friday. And he goes, dude, I never listened to he goes, I didn't get around to listening to the show the other night, but remember we sent River to the Moose Hall.
Yes.
And he shared his experience.
In-depth analysis.
I'm trying to find the tweet for you. If I can, where is it? Oh my God, it was so funny. Because when I got it, I went, "Uh-oh, did we piss somebody off? Like what happened here?" No, it was. He goes, "Bro, I just watched the replay of your show. First of all, thank you. Second of all, we really appreciate your support." But I really feel bad for River because he talked about his trip to the Moose. I didn't realize he was in there in that situation of the other guy eating somebody else's soup. And I completely forgot that it happened. But just for those that weren't listening, we sent River to go pick up pizza down the street. It was in a Moose Hall. Well, he was talking to this old timer, and come to find out, this old timer was just eating soup out of nowhere that the bartender made for her husband. And then he watched the guy get caught eating the soup that the bartender made. And now the guy who runs the pizza joint is laughing about it because he just says, who randomly eats somebody else's soup? So maybe I'm the only one who gets it. Anyways, Patriots, we got all that going on. They play this weekend. 29.5, that's a big number, Scott. I don't know, man. They've been giving up 27 or more. Oh, that's a big one for me. I don't know. The Bruins lost last night. I just wanted to hit on them real quick. Bruins lost last night. It was one of the first no-shows I've seen in a while. Now, what I mean by no-show, it's that old Claude Julien from years ago scheduled loss, if you remember those. They were dealing with some injuries. They had no McAvoy. Arvidsson was out, Middlestat, guys like that. They brought up a couple other guys too. But they're embarking on a nice little road trip here. Last night, David Pasternak's head was not in the game. This isn't me being critical. I'm not crapping on him. He's still the best player. I still think he's going to be a generational goal scorer and whatever. But I think he was ready for the trip last night. And even after the game, Marco Sturm defended the team, saying we didn't have our legs. We weren't in it tonight. I appreciate him at least being honest about it because it certainly looked that way. So the Bruins lose. They now go on the road. They begin a road trip tomorrow night in Anaheim. So I'm interested to see what they do. They're not going to have Charlie McAvoy. As of now, he's not traveling with them on the trip. So he is not traveling. Got hit in the face with a puck in Montreal. Elias Lindholm will travel with the team. Middlestat didn't travel either, but was not at practice, so I'm not really sure what his status is going to be. But this road trip for the Bruins here is going to tell us a lot. And I always circle. I mean, it's a pretty common thing now with the wild card. Things are a little bit different. But you can really tell if a team is going to make the playoffs or not by what happens at Thanksgiving. And there's a couple of different numbers that I wanted to share. I shared this in postgame last night, so I wanted to bring it up one more time. But since the new wild card, right, of the 16 teams that made last season's playoffs, 13 were in a playoff spot at Thanksgiving. It's 81% success rate. Before, it was a 76% rate. That was before the wild card happened. So, of the 16 teams last year, 13 were in a playoff spot at Thanksgiving. And right now, where the Bees are, I'll say this. Oh, how come we don't hear that the Bruins have an easy schedule? How come we don't get those calls? Has anybody seen the division that they're in? Like, I get it. The Patriots have been feasting on bad teams. But look at this in the standings, right? If you really look into it, and you break it up by the conferences, the Bruins are eating on bad teams. Bad teams. So if you look at the Atlantic, they're at the top of the Atlantic, but Detroit, Montreal, Ottawa, I mean, the Sabres are at the bottom. The Leafs are at the bottom. I mean, Tampa Bay's, surviving at 9-7. The Panthers are 10-8. Ottawa's 9-6. The Bruins are just feasting on those teams. I give them credit for it. But if you look at the Metropolitan, the Devils are 13-4. Carolina, who they lost to last night, was a good team, 13-5. Pittsburgh's 10-5. Islanders 10-7. Columbus 10-7. The Rangers are 10-8. They'll see them on Black Friday. So I just, when it comes to the Bruins, they're beating up on their division. All right, the Atlantic. They're beating up on that. But the Metropolitan, way, way better. But I don't hear that with the Bruins. Oh, they got an easy schedule. Look who they're playing. Look at the division. Right now, B's 12-9 at the top of the Atlantic in the Eastern Conference. So we'll leave it there at 617-779-0985. I did want to get into some Red Sox stuff as well. And the Celtics tonight, Brooklyn, who's horrendous. Bad. We'll give you some Celtic stuff coming up. The Red Sox are making moves. There's just a lot happening right now, and we'll take a quick break. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up on the Sports Hub.
Whether you want to further your career or change it, the Massachusetts School of Law has the most affordable tuition in New England. Register for our next open house November 19th at 6:30 p.m. The Massachusetts School of Law. Your future starts here.
All right, guys, listen up. Route 1 Grill House in Saugus, it's the place to be. Their menu offering a wide range of options, and those options being absolute. And so in my headline, I said Morgan Geekie was claimed off waivers. So, yes, if everybody pulled over, I was reading my notes the wrong way. It was Johnny Beecher who was claimed off waivers, not Morgan Geekie. Even though my Morgan Geekie take was he also passenger last night. Just saying. No big deal. We all make... I'm a human. I'm a human, damn it. The Red Sox just made another trade for some guy I don't know. So I had to look him up. He played at Florida. He's a catcher first baseman type. And he played for Harwich last year. He hit 2 home runs. So the Red Sox have another catcher first baseman in their system. After trading for a catcher earlier today when they sent Chris Murphy. You guys remember him? Played with the team. Came over as a free agent this year. He also traded today to Chicago. They want to make him a starter. So they get another catcher back. So this is what the Red Sox did today. And maybe we'll do another off-air air fryer show with River about this later. But when you look at the Red Sox today, they had to make moves to get down to the 40-man or get guys on the 40-man roster because the Rule 5 draft is tomorrow. So these are the moves that they made today. They brought in a kid from the Diamondbacks who's probably just another middle infielder, Tristan Gray. They gave up Luis Guerrero for him. So they get another middle infielder. I wonder if that means they'll make a decision on Sogard or Eaton or something to that degree. Or another guy that's ready in the minors. Whatever it means, they acquired him today. Chris Murphy, the lefty they got last year, traded Josh Winkowski, designated for assignment. They wanted to get David Sandlin on the 40-man roster again because of the Rule 5 pick. So they're making some moves right now. And the other one that I like, and this is one of the guys I brought up in the offseason as who the Red Sox should target, Bo Bichette. If the Blue Jays are in on some other names with money, left-handed bats, whatever, did you know Craig Breslow and Bo Bichette played together? They have a relationship. So, I know he's a shortstop. Could he play third base? Could they move Trevor Story to second and he play short? There's a lot there. I think Bo Bichette could hit 25, 30 homers at Fenway. Had a pretty good year last year, despite some injuries. But that's a guy I have on the radio. And by the way, remember Dante Bichette played for the Red Sox as well? Had a great bat flip. Loved him. We got the Celtics tonight in action. Taking on Brooklyn. I'm looking for a bet tonight, Skaz. I'm looking for something greasy. Something that we could, kind of root for later on tonight. I don't know. Maybe what about a Luka Garza game? What do you think? Should we go points and rebounds?
I don't know if I'm betting on a big Luka Garza game, Joe.
What do you think? Points and rebounds, Luka Garza?
I feel like your best bet with this team is taking somebody's three-pointers over.
Where's Luka Garza? Give me him. Here we go tonight. You ready for this one? Oh, this is real great. And again, there's not a lot of value here. Plus 120. You got to get 15 points and rebounds combined, Luka Garza. Because I'm not taking Neemias Queta. So why don't we do that? Luka Garza, 15 rebounds and points. And I'll give you one more because you asked for it. You want a 3-point one? Player threes tonight. Why don't we go? Ooh. Michael Porter Jr. Peyton Pritchard's been hot lately. How about Peyton Pritchard 3 threes tonight? So we're going Garza, we're going Pritchard, baby. And we're going over to Grandy and Max. So we'll have the call for you tonight. We'll have you pregame, halftime, postgame till 11. We got the Celtics and Brooklyn Nets coming up next. Tom and Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Zone.